Alright, so we're opening up in a quiet rural village in Thailand, where life is slow, peaceful, and completely ordinary. A few young guys are hanging around near the river messing with frogs they just caught. Classic village afternoon, right? But then one of them stumbles across something totally out of place. A massive, strange egg that none of them have ever seen before. Curiosity kicks in and they start poking at it. Meanwhile, not far away, a local fisherman is watching the water when something catches his eye. Something moving beneath the surface. And then, this enormous, horrifying creature erupts from the water and lets out a roar so powerful it stops everyone cold. The fisherman can't even move. He's frozen. But here's the strange thing. The creature completely ignores him. It doesn't even look at the fisherman. Instead, it locks onto those boys near the river, the ones touching its egg. A few hours later, as the sun comes up, a local detective shows up at the scene. One boy survived, but he's so deep in shock he can't speak a single word. 2 bodies have already been found. And, in a fishing net nearby, there's this weird, sticky, slimy residue that nobody can identify. The detective and his assistant have absolutely no answers, just questions and a creature that has already vanished. Now we shift over to a girl named May. Her mom, Lynn, wakes her up for breakfast and tells her to get her older brother Kong up too because their father went out fishing the night before and never came home. Still half asleep, May does what she's told and goes to wake Kong. The moment he hears his father is missing, Kong starts walking through the entire village, asking everyone if they've seen him. While all this is happening, May wanders off on her own through the farmland nearby. And while she's exploring, she notices something in the mud, massive claw prints. She follows them. And there it is. Another huge egg, just sitting there. May is immediately fascinated and decides her brother absolutely needs to see this. She grabs the egg and carries it home. Lynn is furious. She tells May to take it back right now. May refuses and storms off, which only makes her mom angrier. Lynn and Kang go out together to find her, and they track her down near the river where she's already built a little nest for the egg. But before anyone can do anything, the egg starts moving on its own. And then, rising from the river, that same massive creature is heading straight toward them. Minutes later, Lynn and Kang find May's sandal floating in the water. They start screaming her name. Then Lynn spots the creature moving beneath the surface and barely gets out a warning before it lunges at Kang. He kicks and thrashes his way free and they both sprint to the bank and escape. Barely. Nearby, 2 researchers are working along the river, collecting water samples and odd specimens, trying to figure out why the local environment has been acting so strange lately. They don't realize yet just how bad things are about to get. Back in the village, total chaos. The creature is moving through the area attacking people, biting, swiping with its tail, leaving destruction everywhere. Kang and Lynn are running as hard as they can through the rice fields, with whatever survivors are left. The screams around them keep getting louder. Kang grabs his mom's hand and pulls her into a bush where they crouch down with a few others, completely silent, praying the creature doesn't notice them. They have no choice but to listen as people nearby become victims one by one. When Kang finally spots a window to run, he takes it, but something catches him hard on the shoulder, and he goes down badly injured. Lynn holds him up, and they fight their way to the other edge of the field, somehow slipping past the creature, which is now busy patrolling its territory. They make it to the road, and a driver stops to help. Minutes later, Kang is in a city hospital getting his wounds treated. As soon as the staff hears Lynn's story, they call the police immediately. The commander is briefed and goes straight to talk to Lynn. Through tears, she describes what she witnessed, and the commander realizes this isn't some wild animal. It's a genuine monster, and it's a threat to everyone in the region. He pulls together his team and starts planning. Meanwhile, in the city, a young guy is casually using a payphone. Then, out of nowhere, the creature appears. He bolts. The next morning, Detective James gets another call about a new sighting. He arrives to find more witnesses and even more bodies. The monster is spreading. James and the commander pull all their officers together to form a plan to catch this thing. As the meeting wraps up, James gets an unexpected call from his daughter's school. She got into a fight with classmates and he has to pick her up early. Because even during a monster crisis, Parenting doesn't pause. Back at the hospital, the investigators check on the survivors and ask Lynn again to go over the events in detail. She can barely bring herself to talk about it. She stays glued to her son's bedside. Con manages to get up and walk to the bathroom, and that's when things get weird for him. He removes his shoulder bandage and notices something strange seeping from the wound. Something sticky. And then, like a vision crashing over him, he sees what happened to May. His little sister is alive. She made it. She hid in the bushes. He rushes back out, grabs a piece of paper, and writes it down frantically. He knows where the monster is. The commander assembles a group of armed volunteers and sets out. But before they get far, Lin and Kong cut them off on the road. Kong has the location, and the commander decides to lead them there himself. They find a creature hiding in an old abandoned shed. Kong signals the commander, and the team hurls explosive barrels at the structure. The creature charges out furious, and the team engages it on all sides. But here's the terrifying part. Every time the creature takes a hit, Kong collapses in pain too. Lin watches her son weakening with every blow and suddenly understands. Her boy is connected to this thing somehow. She throws herself between the men and the monster, screaming at them to stop. The commander sees it. He calls it. The creature gets taken alive for now. He ties up the beast on the back of a pickup truck and leaves his assistant in charge while he goes to deal with something else back at the station. Out on a rain-soaked road, 2 officers sitting in their patrol car spot a massive egg in the darkness. And then May steps out of nowhere right in front of them. They nearly have a heart attack. She's alive, but completely blank. Deep shock, not answering a single question. James gets called over. He takes one look at the size of that egg and his face goes pale. He loads it into the car and brings May along, sitting quietly next to his own daughter. Back in town, the commander decides it's time to evacuate civilians to the temple while things get under control. But control is slipping fast. The pickup carrying the captured creature rolls through the streets, and Lin walks alongside it, desperately trying to stop people from hurting it. Because every punch, every kick, lands on Kong too. Ugh. Most people don't care. They hate the thing. Lin just stands there, helpless and heartbroken. Then James, driving with his daughter and the egg, gets a bad feeling. His assistant spots something in the dark. Something enormous. And then it hits them. The creature terrorizing the town this entire time? That was the baby. The real monster, the full-grown one, is standing right in front of them now. Officers scatter. James desperately radios his assistant. He finds him hiding in an ambulance. James starts sweeping the area, trying to piece together what's happening, and when he locks eyes on the massive creature, he freezes. He radios both girls to stay completely silent and not move a muscle. But his daughter Pam sees it. She panics. The creature starts hammering the car, and at the same time, that egg in the back seat starts shaking. Something's about to hatch. James knows Pam is seconds away from getting torn apart. He makes a decision, starts firing at the creature to draw its attention. It works. The thing turns toward him. His assistant grabs an oxygen tank from the ambulance and hurls it at the creature to slow it down. The monster keeps attacking the car, trying to recover its egg. Pam desperately tries to close the windows. She can't. The creature slams its head into the vehicle and rips the section apart. James's assistant fires a bullet into the oxygen tank, massive explosion, and pulls the monster's focus completely. He dives back into the ambulance to survive. The creature tears the door clean off, finds the egg inside, and the moment it has it back, it starts moving away. Like, that's all it ever wanted. Then Pam steps outside, and the creature is right there waiting in the dark. James spots his daughter on the ground and runs for her without a second thought. He grabs another drop tank and fires into it. The explosion redirects the monster toward him again. Pam sees her father in the line of fire and screams from the ground, but James holds his position, and then the creature stops. It hears something. Its other child, the captured one, is crying out from the truck somewhere in the crowd. Parental instinct kicks in, and it charges toward that sound. James scoops up his daughter and runs. The adult creature reaches the city streets and roars. Panic everywhere. James, driving an ambulance now, spots a little girl abandoned in the street and pulls her into safety. The two researchers, still somehow alive near a vehicle, notice the creature passing them completely. It's not attacking them at all. It's searching, calling out. They realize it's trying to find its child through sound. They grab a soldier's radio and explain everything to the commander. Kong has made his decision. He hugs his mother one last time, then stumbles toward the truck holding the baby creature. He attacks it, draws the adult's attention, climbs into the driver's seat, and floors it, leading the giant creature away from the city, away from the people, using the baby's cries as bait. Lynn watches her son drive away. The next morning, the commander stands in front of the media and tells everyone it was nothing, just footage from an underground film shoot. No real monster. Case closed. The city agrees to keep the secret. In the middle of all of this, May finds her mother in the crowd. They hold each other. James says goodbye to Pam, who didn't survive the night. In that grief, the commander pulls him aside and tells him the cover-up is necessary, because if word gets out, hunters and thrill seekers will flood the area and make everything worse. James knows it's wrong. Every person who died deserves the truth, but he says nothing. He walks over and hands the commander his badge. He's done. The fear and the rage and the grief, the city carries all of it. Most people try to move on, but the claw prints in the mud by the river never fully disappear. And the vehicle Kang drove away and still sits abandoned where he left it. 5 years pass. James comes back to the area and quietly keeps an eye on May. Because ever since the night she was found next to that egg, something about her has been off. He follows her one night to the riverbank and watches. She's been doing a ritual. For years. She brings a goat from her family's farm, beats it to the adult creature. She's been controlling it, keeping it fed, keeping it calm. James makes his move. He ambushes her with a lit torch in the darkness. The baby creature sees this as a threat and lunges at him. But James is quick. He burns part of its face with the torch. It throws him back. May calms the creature down and orders it away. But James isn't done. He hits a trigger in his truck, a hidden explosive, and it blasts the creature to the ground. He arms a second device. The baby is lying unconscious in the dirt. James walks toward it, gun in hand. May runs to the creature and cradles it. And James stops. He remembers something. A monk at the temple, years ago, who told him, "Don't let rage make the decisions that your heart should make." And then the adult creature comes, standing right in front of him, looking at him. James lowers the weapon. He realizes, pulling this trigger won't bring Pam back, nothing will. He turns around and walks away. After that, James travels to the mountains surrounding the region, searching for answers, for why any of this happened at all. He finds a cave. Inside, an ancient Buddhist shrine, and on the walls, drawings. Paintings going back thousands of years, of a terrifying creature. A creature that has been walking this earth far longer than any modern city, any government, any army. The candles in front of the statue flicker out one by one. James turns around, and the creature is standing right behind him, because all of this, was never James's territory. It was always the creature's home.